Yo, you got a mic? What's going on, guys? Back with another banger video. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking on the debate of Black Frieza versus Gogeta. Before I get into the discussion, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss one of my fire uploads. With all that yapping out of the way, let's get right into the video. Alright, the first thing I want to point out is that Gogeta's strongest form, even as of superhero, is still blue. He can't go Ultra Gogeta because the rules of the fusion state that the fused body can only use the highest transformation that both counterparts of the fusion know. So they couldn't go Ultra Instinct because Vegeta doesn't know Ultra Instinct, and they couldn't go Ultra Ego because Goku doesn't know Ultra Ego. And the highest transformation that both parties know is Super Saiyan Blue. So it would still be Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta against Black Frieza. Now, if we look at Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and his feats, which are all against Broly, we can see that in Super Saiyan, he was going toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan Broly, and they actually shattered reality and were fighting in another dimension. Let's note that this was only in Super Saiyan, and then while in this other reality, they went into Super Saiyan Blue, which is an enormous leap, and then they left the Shadow Reality, and Broly went into that weird Super Saiyan Green form, which was his strongest form, but Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta was still wrecking him. Like, it was still one-sided. Blue Gogeta was still smirking while fighting. Like, he had it in the bag, even against Broly's strongest form. And thanks to a statement from Akira Toriyama, we know that Cell Max was weaker than Broly because he was forcibly awakened, but if he was completely finished, then he would have been above Broly. So we can tell he's only slightly weaker than Broly, but he was likely on par with the Broly from the Broly movie, because in the superhero movie, he had been training, so he was already surpassed that version of himself from the Broly movie. So this version of Cell Max being weaker than current Broly is basically on par with the Broly movie version of Broly. That was a little bit complicated. Anyway, then we see Beast Gohan pretty easily be able to defeat Cell Max by himself without any fusion. So that right there puts Beast Gohan around Gogeta Blue level. And if we compare the two's fight against Cell Max and Broly, who are basically equal at this point, okay, that's what I'm getting to, then obviously Gogeta took longer to beat Broly, and also Broly could take multiple hits from him, where Beast Gohan basically just ate an attack right to the face, did not even budge a centimeter, and then one-shot him. And you could argue Gogeta could have done that to Broly, but then why would he go through all the trouble? He did multiple clashes with Broly. Yeah, I know Broly never landed a single hit on him, but Gogeta still did multiple clashes with Broly, and Broly, got up after multiple hits, and he probably would have died from the final Kamehameha, but we'll never know. I mean, we know he would have died, let's be honest. But the fact that Gogeta didn't finish him off immediately kind of points in the direction that Beast Gohan may be above him. And you could argue maybe Gogeta was just holding back and having fun, but why would he then try to use a final Kamehameha that could have killed Broly? If he was holding back, why would he use that move? So he wasn't holding back, and yet it took him a little while to put Broly down, where Gohan immediately just got ready to kill him. And you could also argue that Piccolo was holding Cell Max down, so it made it easier for Gohan to kill him. But we did see Cell Max use that massive punch, and it just did not move Gohan at all. And then Cell Max made that planet-sized blast, and Gohan's Special Beam Cannon still just broke right through it. So there's basically nothing Cell Max could do to even contest Gohan. And let me note that Gogeta was more dodging all Broly's attacks. He didn't really clash with them. The clashes I was mentioning earlier were more physical, like they would physically punch each other and clash like that, not actual beam clashes, which Gohan did and won through that. So I think Beast Gohan, due to the evidence shown, is slightly above Gogeta Blue. And we know that in the manga, Beast Gohan fought Ultra Instinct Goku and won before going berserk. So flat out, Beast Gohan is above Goku, but he has to use the full extent of his powers to the point where he goes berserk to defeat Goku. And then we have Black Frieza, who I haven't even mentioned yet. Let's just look at Black Frieza's feats. Firstly, he one-shots Gas. And yes, I will note that this Gas was severely injured and basically on the brink of death, but don't take it lightly. And then Frieza also one-shots Goku and Vegeta at the same time. And yes, I know they were not full strength either, but it wasn't like they were on the brink of death. Like, they could still fight, yet Black Frieza speed blitzed them and took them out of commission immediately. So let's compare the two. Beast Gohan used all of his strength to defeat Goku. Black Frieza was able to one-shot Goku easily. Yes, it was a weakened Goku, but not to the point where it should just be an immediate one-shot with zero effort. And we know that Beast Gohan is above Gogeta Blue. So in theory, and with all the evidence combined and all my yapping taken into consideration, I've come to the conclusion that Black Frieza is stronger than Gogeta Blue, or the strongest version of Gogeta, because he can't use Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct version. That's just not canon. That's impossible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this debate video and this yapping marathon. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on the notification bell so you know when I fire uploads, and I will see you guys in the next one.